Hey guys, and just a little bit extra here for a bonus. Got some friends here in the water. They're not waterfowls, but hey, they're here friends. Let's see how it happens. See how this goes, guys. Sorry, little guys. Looks like we got one wither rose up there. Hey guys, and if you think this is fun, stick around to the end of the video to learn how to do it. Hey everyone, this is Jax on the channel The Jaxster. I got a great guy here today with me, MeerHut, and we're going to show you some awesome things to be able to get the Wither Star without too much trouble. So what do you say, Meer?
Yep, my name is MeerHut. I play on the Broke Rock server with Mr. Jaxster over here, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and combine our ideas for the Wither Killer.
Super. All right, let's do it.
All right. I found this nice little design right here while doing all my testing and trying to find new and inventive ways to kill the Wither. And I found that if you stand on the west side, which is over here, and I was just told we have a sunflower trick over here, or you take out a map and you find whichever side is in the west face.
We have some maps over here if you want to grab one real quick and show.
Perfect. All right. So you take yourself a map, you make sure you're facing to the west, okay? Then you turn right the way around. These two blocks are imperative. If you don't have these two blocks right here on the bottom of the fountain, it just won't work, and your Wither will be in the overworld at spawn.
Yeah.
And then in line with the bottom of the fountain, you skip one block, and then you go ahead and set up your Wither station right there. And now the fountain will contain your Wither.
Perfect. And that's kind of what I've got listed down here on the sign for you guys. We'll take a second here and let you see. You got to have that one space between the fountain and the Wither set up. You got your Wither set up here. And then as Meer was saying, do need these two crucial blocks. Otherwise, your spawn's going to be having a lot of fun. And then...
fun to figure out the first time, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll remember if you don't. And I think in your tutorial, too, you said you could have a block
you can't
right here, but you don't have to.
That's correct.
Okay. And like he was talking about here, I always use this. You can use the maps if your map, you're not very good with maps. We're not going to say any names, but if you're not good with maps, go just put a piece of dirt down with a sunflower, and it always points to the east. And these weather traps we need to build towards the west, like he was saying. To give you some dimensions, I'm going to call this thing here, the addition to his killer, I'm going to call it the Wither safety box. And what this is going to do is keep you from having to repair all of your in-island. Otherwise, that Wither would just destroy it by shooting out at these random Endermen, or maybe even you too. But with this kind of setup here, with some water...
The end looked.
yeah, the terrier went into all the heck. So this will help out. So I've just got some more signs to kind of show you what we're going to do, and then we'll get on to actually testing it. So you need to dig it down and get a square here and make this level to at Y63. This box is a 17 by 17 square with the fountain exactly in the middle. So if you count the fountain as one block and you go over, it's 9. To the outside edge. So right here, 5 blocks out from the outer wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the fountain. Now I'm just going to take this away now. We don't need that. We don't need this. The signs and everything will be okay. The Wither's going to blow all those up anyway. So the things you need 4 soul sand per Wither kill, 3 Wither skeletons or skulls per Wither. You might use the map in stone or whatever kind of blocks you're going to need, but we need about 9 stacks of any block you want to use for the wall. You're going to need 72 buckets of water, but you can just make yourself a infinite water source with 2.
Truth.
We'll go with that, just for example. So if you don't have one, make yourself an infinite water source. And then the optional dirt and the sunflower, just check the direction out. And then we got over here, this wall is 6 up from where I'm standing, and I'm on Y64 here.
Yeah.
And then we'll just build up this area here. So I'm going to do that. We'll probably do a time lapse of the building, at least on my video anyway, for it. And you don't technically have to build these quarters, but I go ahead and do it because you're going to see, I'm going to show you there's going to be a few places that it gets broken during this fight. It's not really a fight. We're going to end up with a star, and he's going to end up dead. And, it's going to take you a little longer to put the water on here in survival than it is what we are doing now in creative. But okay, we had some kind of weird defect here I want to get rid of real quick. Sponges, bring a sponge along. There we go. Okay. All right, so we get the water up there. What I usually do, it might have happened because of these 2 designs and stuff. This won't hurt anything for what we're going to do, so we can leave it just to show. But usually what I do, once I'm in survival mode, I'll back up to the corner and just get up here, kind of stay in the way, but stay in the water, because the water is going to help you from the explosions that happens 2 or 3 times.
You do have a few seconds to get away before he actually comes in.
Yeah, but I stay inside here also.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to grab a couple skulls. You want to place them, or you want me to place them?
I got them already on the inventory.
And so just when you get to that 3rd one, we'll just, let's get into survival.
Oh, okay.
Are you in survival too?
Oh, you have to do it.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Alrighty.
Ready to go? Okay, so go ahead and place it, and then just start backing off and going into a corner of the water.
Oh, there he is. I'm trying. Please don't blow me up.
You should be fine right there. See, you get the smack, but you don't really get hurt.
Right.
And he is targeting us. That's why you just want to stay in the water. At least your feet in the water. As long as your feet's in the water, you're good. And you look around, he's not doing any damage to the area either. At the end, there will be probably a couple blocks to get broken and we'll have to replace. But pretty much, this is our good safety box. Haha, Wither.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of damage over here I can see already. And he hit me, but it still didn't hurt me because I'm in the water. You're getting hit, but you're in the water too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. The water is his kryptonite. It's our strength. So if you do get knocked out of the water, get back into the water as soon as you can too.
Like I said, he did with him, so I think I died.
Oh, did you die?
I got withered.
Oh, I did too. Usually you can live from that though.
Oh, it just means make sure you bring a golden apple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or carrot, right?
Be not jumping. Come back.
And you, I died too.
Ah. I do like that he's not tearing up the end of it.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem. Sure, somebody will figure this out, and then boom, yeah.
Yeah. We're in survival here. But you can see he's not destroying any of the blocks, or the few blocks compared to what's normal. Normally, the end island's all that gone to heck, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what I did before, like I said, I kind of come up into one of the corners like this and just sit here, and I didn't ever get hit. Or if I did, it didn't hurt. So let's try it again without that. Let me repair the holes.
Okay. Go.
This is something you'd want to do anyway. You'd repair them, you know. And, you know, to come in and do it like a second time or whatever, after you've retrieved a star, I would just bring a pick and break this open. Go right into it.
I do like this though. I like that again that it doesn't destroy completely the game. It doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, and it gives you protection. I mean, we will be able to survive. I've done it. This is the first time I've died in this setup. But I was kind of out walking around showing off.
Well, and of course, it's on camera, so yeah.
Right.
So it's just 5 blocks out every direction from the edge. That's right here.
Well, it's a 5-block gap, yeah. Then it's on the 6th one you go build up.
Nice. Like
and you're digging down 1 block lower than what the portal, the fountain is.
Right.
But that you're doing that for your setup too.
Mm-hmm. And then how many blocks high is it to the first lip here?
If you're inside, it's 7. But if you're outside, it's 6. It's Y should be 69 and Y 70.
Okay, so Y69, Y70, and then your ground is
63. Yeah.
I like it.
Yep.
I do like it. And then of course your nether star will be in the overworld.
Yep.
Right at spawn, along with 3 skeletons.
Yeah, so you know, I've had weird reactions. Sometimes only one of them's there, sometimes all 3.
Right.
So, or they would be in the B bus on the Brookrock server.
I did have a one of my viewers suggested that underneath here, you put a minecart hopper, and that will collect the star for you. So,
where would you put it?
Your results may vary, but you just make a minecart hopper rail underneath the fountain.
Yeah.
It'll suck the wither star out before it teleports to the overworld.
See, I thought about that, digging underneath there too and putting chickens. You know, because he's hitting everywhere he can target. But,
he is.
All right, you want to try this one more time? You got time?
Sure.
Okay. Let's do it and try to survive, which I think we will. I don't think it'll be a problem. Let me change this back to, you ready for game mode survival?
Sure. Tink.
Okay. I'll come up with you so we can show. Okay, let's do it. I think I did that once too while I was testing. So.
Oh yeah, and trying to figure out the in portal gateway, you know, I was like, well, okay, the first try, I was just like, well, let's do it the way we always did without knocking it out, though.
Right.
Nope. Totally teleported him to someplace else in the end, wherever that anyway. So you have to.
Yep. Okay, game mode survival. Should be at all, right? At A. Okay.
Boom, I have hearts. All right.
Cool, I'm ready.
Try number 2?
Yep.
Okay, here it comes. Boom. Again, I'm going to try to go over here.
Yep.
And try
Yep, same here. I'm getting to the wall. Going up. You don't want to go over the wall.
I just got documented. That's okay, I can climb back up.
Yeah. Even if you stayed out of it, you'd be okay. But you can climb back up and get back in. And now, like I said, I'm just sitting here in the corner watching him having a fun time. And the water stream keeps you pretty safe right here in the corner. And every once in a while, He might send something out that hits the outer pillars, but you're protecting basically the island. Woo! And I don't really know what he's targeting sometimes when he's shooting way out. But it looks like he can see all the Endermen and everything.
Yeah, he's just sending them wherever. Those
Yeah.
blue skulls probably have a target.
Yeah.
They'll even stick in water.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where I think we get the few of the blocks you might have to replace during this, but at least you're not replacing a couple hundred or 300 blocks on the end island all over.
Yeah, me, I built it, let it go, let him die. A couple blocks, what?
Yeah, yeah.
This right here keeps. All my viewers saw what my hands look like.
Yeah. Well, anybody that's ever fought the Wither, they know how they tear up everything. And the Wither's not too bad, except for he runs over and just tears everything up all the time. And so this Wither safety box keeps him, kind of contained for his destruction. And then your method of capturing him and making him smother inside the blocks takes care of him. So together we had a good concept, I think, that takes care of the Wither fight for us.
Well, nice little hole in that wall over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Take a look at it. Put dirt back.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I did first to start out, just so I could see which blocks he was breaking. But it's completely random. I've done it many times, and it just depends on what he's targeting at the time, where the walls get broken.
Right.
And honestly, the water's still going down over those holes, so nothing ever gets outside of the box.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there he is.
See if we get hit on this. Come back here in the corner. Go for boom.
Yay.
Take
Okay.
Awesome.
And as per MeerHut's video, if you haven't watched it, go check it out, because he does show you exactly more explanation on and where everything's going to go and how it happens. So if you want to go grab that, we can come back and we'll try one more thing. Or we'll just fix our box back up.
Just fixing those blocks right there.
Okay. I'll switch this back into creative.
He didn't do too big of a hole. It was just this little one right here.
Yeah, and sometimes there's more holes around the end portal or the fountain, and sometimes there's just a few all over. But this is a lot easier to fix than going back and fixing your whole
whole entire. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I think we all know that the end star will go back to the spawn. So if you want, we can go over here and use the setup for the end city gateway.
Okay.
Show how it works. It's basically the same way. A little different setup for the start to Wither killer. Now this is different for us too. This is going to be even easier for us. All we do is let the water flow us to the center. So if we drop down, we'll switch us back to survival.
Okay. Stand with our heads against the wall.
Well, yeah, and you can actually get down into swimming mode. But if you go up here, I don't know if you can see. Did you bring weather skulls with you?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to place them, and what we'll do is we'll just stay right here. I did swim down into swimming mode and just hide underneath here, but just standing right here. You on one side of me, on the other side should work.
Alrighty, here we go. Got this.
Okay, so you'll be on the right side.
Okay.
Just let the water push you back and stay there once you place it.
Oh.
Okay. Yep, yeah. If you want to stay on the other side of it, there you go. You should be get knocked out, but you're good.
What if I put it right
Hey guys, we're back over here now at the gateway end city to the end cities from the end portal, and this setup you've already checked out MeerHut's video. It tells you how to do this, but you do need to make sure you've already killed the wither here. There's a couple of different ways to do it. Actually fight it, and then you'll use this setup and allow it to knock out the gateway portal, or you summon it into the portal like he shows, and then you turn the world to a peaceful mode if you're in survival. That will clear out that wither, and then you can start on with using this method. The box is the same as we used over for the fountain area. The setups here were 5 long, and then we do need to use obsidian, but this setup right here is the same as what you normally would to be summon the wither. And where you see an obsidian, you do need to use obsidian. For some reason, my water was not going right, and you need to make sure you're standing in water for this to work. So after I summon it, I will go to the other side just to make sure I stand in the water, and that's protecting you. As you can see, the safety box is the same as what we used on the end fountain, and it's just 1 block below the bottom of this end gateway. So make sure you have that. That's very important. Otherwise, the wither will blow out the bottom, and this won't work. I've tested it multiple times, so it should be good. Again, this is just the wither safety box that I built over on the other side we showed you in the beginning of the video. It's a 17 by 17, and the box needs to make sure you go the floor of it needs to be 1 below, a space between that and the end gateway to the end cities. I just want to make sure you understand that. It's very important. Like I said, I went around and I'm now down into the water. The wither's doing his thing. He's going to blow up, try to target for everything he can. He does do some block damage, but pretty much, you're saving your end island and you're safe because you're in the water. You can get withered, and so if you have a chance to bring probably some milk or golden apple, whatever, help you from dying, that would be a good thing to do. We didn't do that. We used no armor or anything, no tools. So we just wanted to show you how well this worked. And we'll just let him suffocate now, do his thing. We'll look around and see if I can show you some good views of what's going on. As you can see, he's punched out a couple holes. But, if you bring yourself an extra stack of blocks, whatever you want to use, and the water never gets messed up as far as my testing, so you don't have to worry about that too much. You see, he knocked me out there at the second explosion, but I just let the water push me right back in. And just going to town. He's wanting to blow everything up, but the good thing with the water, he can't do it. And you see one of the wither skeletons spawn and basically killed him. I have done in the past have a looting sword and trying to reach up or smacking, but the wither seems pretty temperamental, and he could escape if you start smacking around. So I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know for sure if you just leave him alone, he'll suffocate in the portal, and you'll benefit with another star. So we're almost done here. You see, I've gotten knocked around a couple times, but didn't lose any health. And again, that's all because of the water. You see where the wither skeletons died up, are the bones and coal. And there he is. He's finishing dying. Gonna do his last animation, and he's gonna give up the goods. Some XP and that old sweet nether star. There you go. The wither did some damage to our safety box, but that's okay. It's a safety box. It's not a foolproof, undamageable box. So let's switch back here, and I'll show you something. Yay, we can jump on a box. There's the beautiful nether star. Okay, guys, if this video has helped you, do me a favor, give me a like. Go hit Mirror up and give him a like and subscribe to both of our channels. We like to make content like this for you guys. See you in the next video. Bye.